Mainfreight provides logistics services, principally domestic transportation, international transport and warehousing and distribution services. Mainfreight has now grown to be over 3,200 people. That's 2,700 individual users that we have, 162 branches in the 4 countries that we are in. New Zealand, that's Australia, China and the USA. And this year we'll be turning over $1.2 billion in revenue. The risks of going global are quite enormous. It means we have to keep the systems up and running 24 hours a day. And if we don't do that, we have an incredible effect on not just the people, but also the business. We believe that the ICT has played an enormous role in Mainfreight's success around the world. GNI's role as a partner with Mainfreight has changed considerably over the last couple of years. It's changed from being just a provider of data lines and telephone lines to being an organisation that wants to get involved in our business. We partnered with GNI for the business continuity side of it because it was just really a natural progression.
Business continuity planning is arguably the most important issue that businesses are faced with today. If a business is disrupted by an incident that means that the continuity of their business is not able to be carried out as normal, it can be quite catastrophic. Customers and organisations can lose information, they can lose whole operating procedures, they can lose their premises. A good business continuity plan is something that most people in the organisation are going to understand. It has to be clear on what the objectives are and understand a situational analysis and also what the key impacts are and what you do about them. It's about having a safety net for your business operations. You need to be able to recover in an amount of time that you deem adequate all your business operations and your business and IT systems.
As part of our disaster recovery plan, we worked with GNI to come up with a design that would allow us to have 2 separate data centres and replicate data between those data centres. The idea being, if we lost our primary data centre, we could move the business and run them out of our disaster recovery data centre.
We've planned to be able to be up and running within 1 to 2 hours. We have already tried this once. In fact, most of our users had no idea that we'd move to disaster recovery. So it meant that we kept the business of the Mainfreight world, all those countries, continuing to run their ICT without any hitches. And it proved that we could do it within that 1 to 2 hour time frame.
Organisations have to understand what their most valuable assets are and how to protect them, and a lot of the time that's around their business processes and their customers.
The worst case scenario for us is going for a number of days without any computer systems. We've assessed that after 4 or 5 hours, the impact on the business has actually got a cost of around $10,000 an hour. And if that goes on for any length of time, there are big implications not just to the people but to the business. The lessons that we've learnt from the Business Continuity Project are the fact that you don't have to do everything at once. It's really a natural progression, and what we've managed to do is move our way through high availability and then separate data centre and now a completely redundant data centre.
The disaster recovery project has been a success. GNI have helped us to put something in place that is workable, is cost effective, and in practice it's actually worked. It's great.